I would like to share a chidush, Bezrat Hashem, in this week's Parsha. פינחס, ben Elazar ben Aaron HaKohen, he was able to stop the Magefa. Big problem. The Jewish people, unfortunately, followed their eyes. And they were doing sins of women. Big problem. They fell into a problem that caused 24,000 people to die. פינחס ben Elazar ben Aaron HaKohen was able to moister nefesh, to put his life in danger, and to kill the major sinner, and that's how it stopped. The whole medrash, how he did it. It was moister nefesh. It's brought down in the commentaries of the medrash. And that's why it was Zeiche the Briti Shalom, for the blessing of peace. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, God hates Zima. That's the downfall where we fell, the Jewish people, because of following our desires with women. Go down in Sefer Haredim. Jewish people have a big blessing on each Jewish person in his body. They have a thing called Brit Milah. In the world, a soldier, the higher he gets, the higher level he follows, the higher level he's there, he gets those falafels right here they put in on his jacket. And that represents what level in the army he is, or in the police, or whatever he is. But if he takes it off, what happens then? You don't know who he is. If he has no clothing, you don't know who he is. He's just another human being. The Jewish people have a blessing that we have a stamp in our body. It's called Brit Milah, circumcised. We do circumcision, and that is like a stamp in the most sensitive, holy place of the person's body to represent that we're a slave of Hashem and we have to do the will of Hashem. Doesn't matter if you have clothing or don't have clothing, it's there. It's holy. And when a man has that holiness with him, he can come close to Hashem. Very, very important. It has nothing to do with an external thing to wear or don't to wear. It's there. At the 8th day that you were born, it's there. You do it and it stays with you for the rest of the life. It says, God forbid, if a baby died and he didn't have the chance to do it, even though he's dead, they still do it. Very important message we see from them. We want to connect to Hashem, not like the army of the world. You connect to God by having different type of clothing, different types of documents. I passed this war, that war. I experienced this much, I experienced that much. By us, since we were born at the day number 8, we have a bris milah. And we connected to Hashem like that for the rest of our life. This is our Jewish uniform. The Jewish uniform is that. It's holy. Hashem in this week's Parsha gave us an opportunity that every day, what should we do? We should bring 2 sacrifices. וידבר השם משה לאמור צו את בני ישראל ואמרת להם את קורבני לך מיני שריך תכופי תשבו להקריב למועדוי ואמרת להם זה אשר תקריבו להשם כבשים ונשנה תמים 2 ליום 2 per the day עולה תמיד every day 2 1 in the morning 1 in the evening 2 sacrifices. What's the point of that? Why 2? Why not 1? Why not 1? Why 2? So the chinuch over here in Mitzvah Taf Aleph 401, it says like this: Mishosha mitzvah, we have a rule. The external affects the internal. So by us bringing a sacrifice every day in the morning and every day in the night will affect our external. We make an external act and that affects the internal. And he says a big chidush. An average man, a normal person, eats twice a day. Once in the morning and once in the evening. So just like a person runs for his bread twice a day, we should run to do our spiritual bread twice a day, be connected to Hashem and don't forget God. So by doing every day, running after Hashem, in the morning, doing His will and expecting our actions to be connected to God, to do His will, one sacrifice. And then in the evening, Korban shel Mincha, in the time of Mincha, we do another Korban, we get connected to Hashem like that. That opportunity that we have gives us a chance to come close to God. It shouldn't be that if it will be only one a day, it means that you're running after your food, after your livelihood, more than what you run to Hashem. So it should be at least equal to like you run for your livelihood. Just like for your livelihood, you run once in the morning and once at night to have 2 meals a day. So you work enough to have 2 meals a day. Twice a day you have to do a korban. And you should connect it to Hashem. Don't forget again and again. We have such a big Yetzer Hara. The Yetzer Hara doesn't let us alone. He does his job. So it's not enough in the day. We have to also do at night. How many times you say in the tefillah, Tzlach lanu, Hashem forgive us? In the morning, you already did so in the morning. No, in the evening, in the mincha again. He did in mincha, Ma'ariv. Shachas mincha Ma'ariv, Shachas mincha Ma'ariv. 3 times a day we say to Hashem, Tzlach lanu, forgive us. People do sins all the time, Hashem yirachem. The rabbis understood the weakness that we have, but the opportunities that we have also. We have a weakness, but we also have an opportunity to come close to Hashem. And what does it say when you have a sacrifice? Reyach, Nichoyach, Lashem. There should be aroma. You know, when you have a coffee, so it smells good. It attracts you to buy it, to want it. When we do korban, we also want that it should be Reyach, Nichoyach, Lashem. I want to share with you a true story that happened about 300 years ago. I don't know the name of the Rebbe, but I heard this from a big rabbi. So there was a Rebbe that had to marry his daughter. Big Rebbe. All the rabbis came, traveling to share the happiness of the Rebbe for his wedding. This Rebbe traveled from this far, took a few days here, a few days there. It wasn't so simple. You get that back in the days, 300 years ago. The day of the wedding, in the morning, after Shacharis, the Rebbe gets a knock on his door, and who's in that door? A widow from the next little town. She says to him, Rebbe, you know I am, I'm so-and-so from that next town to you. Tonight, I'm marrying my daughter, not only I don't have money, I don't have it coming for my daughter's wedding. She has nothing to wear. Now back in the days, 300 years ago, it's not so simple to get clothing. Okay, money the rabbi can gather. The Rebbe can get for his Hasidim to give her money to marry her daughter. But how do you get a garment? It wasn't so simple years ago. 300 years ago. Now you have to sew it, there's the fit her, this and that. Very difficult. And the Rebbe said to her, wait 1 second. The Rebbe went to his daughter and he said to her, my dear daughter, listen, you don't have to say yes. Not obligated, but let me tell you something. This widow has a daughter orphan. She has to get married tonight. She has nothing to wear. You have a big wedding coming tonight. All the rabbis will come. Would you agree to exchange your clothing of the collar dress to Shabbos clothing and give that clothing that you have to this girl? And I promise you, if you do that, You're not obligated. I promise if you do that, you'll have the Reach of Gan Eden in your clothing. The smell of Gan Eden. So the daughter said to his father, the father, Rebbe, Abba, for sure, I want to have that merit to give her. And she gave it to her, and she gave her money, and she got married in the other little town. When the wedding started to this Rebbe daughter, all the rabbis came. Nobody said a word. They saw she doesn't have white clothing. Nobody said a word. The Rebbe knows what he's doing. Later came a Rebbe later. There was one Rebbe that came travel, had a hard time traveling. Nice, he came late a little bit to the wedding. When he walks into the, I guess it was at the show, walks into the show, he smells something, he smells the chassid that comes with him. Something is different over here. And he starts to walk. So when the Rebbe walks, he walked with him. And he walked all the way to the women's section by the Mechitza. He smells. And what are you smelling, Rebbe? The Rebbe said, you don't smell? He said, no. Then the father of the girl, that big Rebbe, saw that Rebbe had the merit to smell it. So he called him and he told him the whole story. Many rabbis were there, but they didn't have the merit to smell what the Rebbe was smelling. We have every Friday night angels coming with us, and we say Shalom Aleichem Malachei Hashoras. Some big rabbis were able to see the angels, some don't, but we sing to them because we believe they're there. It says in Chazal, they come Friday night. HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And then we say Baruch Hu Shalom, says Shalom, everything. You don't see them. We're small people. You don't see them. But they're there. A man has all the time opportunities. Every Friday night has angels with him. There's a Gemara in Baba Kama that says we have everyday angels. They say in the name of Kiveger that it's different types of angels. Friday night angel is not the same the angel of every day. Adam is like Muslim. But in any event, we're in a very high level. Reach nichoach laHashem means we always have to care and ask ourselves, are we really connecting to God? Is our action smell Reach Gan Eden? Are we able to smell it? Or it's there, but we don't smell it. It's like you see a diamond and you think it's a glass. It's a piece of glass, you don't see the diamond. But the diamond dealers see, hey, it's a diamond. Maybe even $1 million deal. Yeah, who knows? They know, we don't know. You see what looks like a piece of glass. Looks cleaner, okay. We have every time diamonds and jewelry around us every second coming close to Hashem. And we ask to be close to Hashem and to say, Reach nichoach laHashem. We should be smelling Gan Eden from us, from our good deeds. That rabbi was able to smell. Some rabbis were able to see every Friday night the angel. May the Almighty give us a blessing to see the opportunities that God gives us. And we should come close to Hashem and use it, do what Hashem wants us to do. Like the Chinuch says, do those actions and you come close to Hashem. And you come even closer to Hashem. Be kind to your friend. Don't complain, come. Study Torah. You want to know the wisdom of Hashem. There's no end. Put all your heart and soul in it. God gives you life, gives you community, friends. Open your heart, open your soul for the opportunities that are around you. Because it's there. Every Friday night, you have the angels. It's real, it's there. Shalom Aleichem, they are there. Malachei Hashoras. So I want to wish everybody a good Shabbos and understand the meaning to our life, the meaning that we have in every mitzvah, the opportunities that we have in every mitzvah. To come closer to Hashem and do even more and more. excitement and vibrant. Pour your heart and soul to God. Put all your energy to Him. He's waiting for us. He's waiting. I'm waiting for you. Come. Come home. Come to Hashem. He's waiting. Good Shabbos. Shabbos.